Hey everyone, my name is Andrew, and today we're taking a look at the Anker C1000 V2. This is the second generation of their C1000, their camping series. This is a 1024 watt-hour unit. It's small and portable. It's got some awesome UPS features, and I've done some extensive testing over the last couple weeks. So stick around. We're going to go ahead and go over all of those testings and tell you all about it before you can even buy it. All right, everyone, so this is the C1000 version 2. This has 5 AC 120 volt outlets on the top here, and you also have your surge pad, which is good for up to 3000 watt surge on this port, and then it's 2000 watt running watts on any of the 5 other ports. You got your USB-A at 12 watts here, USB-C at 15 watts. These two are kind of low watt pull. They will charge things like headphones and small watches, stuff like that. Then you have your 2 high output USB-Cs with the 140 watts each on the USB-C ports here. If you have things plugged in, it'll show what you have plugged in on here on the screen, and obviously how much you have left on your battery, and if it's connected to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. The nice thing about this screen is that it's LCD, so you have lots of more information than you did on the previous generations. If you press this button, you'll see the total input on AC or DC if you have solar. And if you press it again, you'll be able to see total output on across all the different output ports. This is one side. This has the car socket here. This is where I think the extra battery used to be on the old generation, but now it just has a car socket, no extra battery option on the new gen for the C1000. And this is the other side. This is AC input, 120 volt, 15 amp max. And then you have your solar input, which will take up to 600 watt max. And this button is for if you overload the unit, you can press that button and it should clear that. So this is it. The C1000 version 2, very straightforward unit, very light, small. They went back to basics on this one. They decreased their footprint as much as they could. They still fit a 2000 watt and 3000 watt surge AC inverter inside of it. So essentially the things that I want to test is they claim that this is a 1024 watt hour unit. I'll see what its actual usable capacity is. Their claim to fame is their recharge time in 49 minutes. So we'll test that and make sure that that is accurate. I also have a couple other tests I want to try, so let's get to it. So I'll go ahead and perform an AC capacity test by discharging at 20% of its rated capacity. So we'll be discharging at 200 watts. So first I'll go ahead and turn this on. Discharge to 100%. Turn on the inverter. And I'll go ahead and plug this in. This is going to charge at right around 200 watts from charging my F3800. According to the screen, it should take about 3.6 hours. So here's the final result. It's shut down at the exact 4-hour mark at 877 watt hours. That's going to be your 220 watt draw over a period of 4 hours, and that will be your total efficiency. That's the usable capacity that you'll have with that load over that amount of time. Hey everyone, while you're watching, please consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video, leave a comment down below. It really helps promote my channel. Again, I don't get paid for any of my reviews, but I do get to keep the units. So using the affiliate links, the codes, and liking this video and interacting with it really helps out the channel. Thanks very much. All right, so I want to test 2 things. One, that the AC inverter turns back on when the unit reaches above 10%, so at 11%. And also to test the timer. Anker claims that we can recharge the C1000 V2 in 49 minutes. And that's, I'm assuming, using the super or ultra fast charging. So we'll go ahead and activate that as soon as we can. I need to use this phone in order to activate that through the app, but I'll do that really quickly. So we'll go ahead and count down 3, 2, 1. Turn on the inverter. That should start the charging. And I'll switch over to ultra fast.
All right, so ultra fast charging is activated. Again, Anker claims that it'll take 49 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. So we'll see. It charges at about 1561, and that should take, it says 0.7 hours, so we'll see. There it is, 11%. The AC inverter kicked on. So that's great news. That means that, again, if you're in a power outage and you're using your C1000 and it tends to die, maybe you have network equipment or maybe you have something that's plugged into it that's important, your refrigerator, and it dies because it's drained its capacity. When the power is returned, it'll start charging itself automatically, and there's a setting in the app to kick on the AC inverter if it was on when the C1000 died. So it's got that memory function. That's a really nice feature to have. All right, so this will what the fan noise will be like when it's on high. I have it set for ultra fast charging, so that's the fastest speed that it can input, which means it generates the most heat, and thus the fan is on its highest setting. It's taking in about 1500 watts, and I'm getting a decibel reading from about a couple feet away, about 52 decibels. As a reference point, that's about the same as a standard house fan, and silence is about 30 decibels or so. To get a better understanding of how the fan sounds, I'll go ahead and place a microphone next to the fan. You're never usually going to be this close to the fan, but just want to give you an idea of what it sounds like. So that's where the microphone inches from the fan. Close. We're at 45 minutes. We're at 99%. I'm just waiting for it to hit that 100% mark. I'm really hoping this takes under 49 minutes. Again, Guinness Book of World Record verified that it is 49 minutes. It's got the fastest recharging portable power station on the market today, but will it hit that 49 minutes? All right, it's starting to slow down here, down to 1201 kilowatt. That means that it's really close to being 100%. We've still got 3 minutes on the timer. You can see here, 46 minutes. Just know that these power stations, they slow down toward the top. So once you get close to 100%, the charge rate is going to slow down as it really tries to charge all the way to 100%. We're only at 47 minutes, so we got 2 more minutes in order to verify that we can charge this to 100% in under 49 minutes. There it is. 47 minutes and 39 seconds is when that hit 100%. Awesome. We used 1,228 watt hours. Or I'm sorry, 1.228 kilowatt hours, which is about 200 watt hours more than its rated capacity. So that's how we'll rate its efficiency. So perfect, yeah, it'll charge in less than 49 minutes. We can consider this verified. So the next thing we'll do is the AC standby discharge test, which will go ahead and turn the unit on, turn the AC inverter on, and then have no load. It'll run for 12 hours, and we'll see how much battery it uses not powering any load. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. And we'll turn the inverter on. It is 11:25 at night p.m., so we'll check it at 11:25 a.m. All right, so it's 11:25 a.m. It's been 12 hours since I started this test. We lost 19%. We're right around 200 watts or so that's lost over the last 12 hours. That is good for about 16 watts per hour, so that's actually really good, a good standby AC consumption.
So pros and cons to the C1000 V2. I think that the pros are the size and form factor. I think that it's super small, very compact, really light, lighter than most of the other units that I own. I think that the inverter is great at 2,000 watts. That's plenty of power for any of your appliances. I think the addition of the extra USB-C port was great. I also like the LCD screen because it seems like it's just a jump forward in technology instead of keeping the same static screen. So I really like the aesthetics of this, especially if it's going to be out in UPS mode and maybe visible in your house. Maybe it's integrated into your entertainment center or something like that, and it's going to be visible to everyone. I really like the aesthetics of it. As for cons, and I don't like to call them cons, I like to say just improvements for the next generation, because Anker is really going to take all of this feedback and make improvements for the next generation. So improvements that I would make for next time: put an AC port on the back, at least one or two, and that way you can plug in your UPS devices on the back and keep it kind of the aesthetic very nice, and you'll just see just a clean front with everything else plugged in the back. I'm big into wire management, so I just like having those kind of clean aesthetics. The next thing I would have liked is a second MPPT controller so that you can double your solar input. I think 1,000 watts would have been great for this unit so that you can charge in about an hour or so. I think that would have been good for solar input. The last thing, and I'm really nitpicking, grabbing at straws here, if you press this button and you get to some of the other statistics, especially trying to capture some of these things on film, this screen changes only after a few seconds. It goes back to the home screen. So when I'm trying to explain the USB-C ins and out, wattages and stuff like that, it just goes back to this screen, and I haven't found any way in the app to change that, to keep the screen where I set it. I want it to just stay the way I had it unless I press the button to get back to the home screen. Other than that, that's it. These are just minor things that I would improve for next time. Otherwise, I really like the C1000 V2. So that's my take on the C1000 V2. I hope you enjoyed all this information. If you have any comments, rants, raves, concerns, leave them in the comments and I will respond to each and every one of them. That's my pledge. If I don't have the answer, I'll reach out to Anker and try to get you an answer as soon as I can. So again, thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you next time.